Hi, and welcome to another junior algebra video, our second video on solving equations. Right, straight into example 1. We're going to solve this equation. 3 times x, or 3x, is equal to 27. So we know 3x means 3 times x. So we've got to figure out what x is. So most of us can probably guess after a little while. 3 times 9 is 27. So x is equal to 9. But again, we're not here to guess answers in algebra. We're here to show you a formal technique. As equations get more complicated, you're going to use this technique to get more and more tough. So, line down the middle, we have a left-hand side and a right-hand side. And the key thing, whatever you do to one side of the equation, you must do to the other side. All right, see the coefficient of 3 at the front, it's been times by x. Now, the opposite operation of multiplying is to divide. So we're going to divide by 3 on the left-hand side. But if we divide 3 on the left, we must divide 3 on the right. So on the right-hand side, 27 divided 3 gives us 9. On the left-hand side, let's go back. A 3 and a divide 3 cancel to 1. Any number divided by itself is 1. So 3 divided by 3 cancel to 1, and it kind of disappears because we don't need to put a 1 in there. So all we're left with is 1x, or just x. And we've solved it and worked out that x is equal to the number 9. Quick check to make sure it works. 3 times 9, 27. We know we're confident with our solution. Right, example 2. 3.3 times x is equal to 16.17. Now, for those who are desperate to just guess answers, you're in a little bit of trouble here. Unless you can work out 3.3 times something is equal to 16.17. So let's go through the formal process. Line down the middle. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. So on the left-hand side, we have a coefficient of 3.3. So let's divide by 3.3, but divide by 3.3 on the right as well. On the right, I probably need a calculator to work out 16.17 divided by 3.13, and that gives me 4.9. And on the left, remember, any number divided by itself cancels to 1. So that 3.3 divided 3.3 cancel, and we're left with just the x, the 1x. So we've solved it and worked out that x is equal to the number 4.9. Again, a very quick check to make sure that 3.3 times our x value of 4.9 does indeed give us 16.17. Right, let's move on to example 3. Here we have a number p and we're dividing it by 2 equal to 4. So something divided 2 is 4. Well, again, you've probably figured out 8 divided 2 is 4, so p must be 8. But again, guessing is not going to get you too far in algebra at all. So, line down the middle, whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. Now see this divide 2, the opposite operation is to multiply by 2. So if we multiply the left-hand side by 2, we've got to multiply the right-hand side by 2. On the right-hand side, 4 times 2 is 8. And on the left, a times 2 and a divide 2 cancel to 1. So we're left with 1p. So just remember, 2 divided 2 is 1. So we're left with just a p, and p is equal to the number 8. Quick check, 8 divide 2 does indeed give 4. So we know p has to be equal to 8. Right, our final example in this video is this example 4. The number d divided by 2.5 is equal to 8. Now, for those who just want to guess and check, because that's all they do, you're going to have a little bit of difficulty here. So I'm going to show you the correct technique. Something divided by 2.5 has to equal 8. So let's put the line down the middle once again. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. See this divide 2.5? We're going to times 2.5 to get rid of it. That's the opposite of dividing 2.5. And we'll do the same on the other side. Now I need a calculator or my brain to go 8 times 2.5. That'll give me 20. And the 2.5 divide 2.5 cancels, leaving me d. d is equal to the number 20. And I can do a very quick check to go 20 divided by 2.5, and that does give me 8. So I know I've got the right answer. All right, thank you very much for watching.